Okay, negotiating with Jesus here. Haven't put up a video for a while, and I guess I better do this regularly or give it up. Crowds followed Jesus. Mark 3, verse 7. Jesus withdrew with his disciples to the lake, and a large crowd from Galilee followed. When they heard about all he was doing, many people came to him from Judea, Jerusalem, Idumea, and the regions across the Jordan and around Tyre and Sidon. Because of the crowd, he told his disciples to have a small boat ready for him, to keep the people from crowding him. For he had healed many, so that those with diseases were pushing forward to touch him. Whenever the impure spirits saw him, they fell down before him and cried out, "You are the Son of God." But he gave them strict orders not to tell others about him. So 7 through 12, those verses. Now verses we organized the Bible and started adding things so that we could find places in Scripture. I don't even know when they did that. Probably 1,000 years ago. I don't know. So crowds start following Jesus. Jesus had a popularity arc. A healer comes into your town. It gets people's attention because people carry pain. Heart pain, probably the greatest pain, but then physical pain, which makes us think of the world as a place where physical pressures direct us. Hunger, boy, that directs us. That really directs us. But hunger for love, that directs us. It's not a physical thing. It's some strange spiritual thing, a non-physical, a thing we can't pin down, much like consciousness, that we're aware of things, and we can imagine a puppy, and we can see a puppy. If a puppy comes walking up, we can pet it. But to be able to imagine it is its own thing that's not a thing. Anyway, so their hunger, their pain, physical pain, like you hurt yourself, heart pain, like somebody hurt you, people are crowding Jesus. And this is mostly a physical thing. Diseases, impure spirits, whatever that is. These people are crowding Jesus, and he says, look, I want to do a little teaching, so you bring a boat so I can pull away from the crowd a little, and they won't just squeeze in. I've gone to concerts before where people squeeze in, and the press is to get close to the stars. So everyone in the back is pressing forward, and the pressure in the front gets, it can be strong. It can be, you're caught up in like waves when you're in the front of a concert, and you can feel at times the crowd like tilts, and you'll like sway to the left, and you can be pushed and lose your position. It's a very strange thing to be in the front of a crowd. So the other big thing about this, he healed many with diseases. Whenever impure spirits saw him, so these are spirits, spiritual beings, heavenly beings of some sort, that are coming and forcing themselves into humans. And it's that possession thing, which is very strange. Jesus would cast them out, and the spirits would say, reveal who he is. You're also a spiritual being. You're also possessing a body in some way. A spiritual being who's now in flesh. So one of the things we think about Jesus is he is a Son of God, and he's taken on flesh. They recognize something in Jesus, and he says, don't reveal it. He seems to have the ability to command them. So Jesus always showing that he's in a different place than us. He can relate to all our struggles because he has a flesh body, flesh and blood. It's not clear whether he was ever injured or not, but he knew the pains that we know. but he also had something different about him. He was connected to God in a way that he knew who he was. He didn't ever, he didn't, he had some special connection to God, that he understood God in a real sense that we get glimpses of. So he could also command other spiritual beings. He had some power over them that we would not relate to. And he could order them not to reveal his identity. It was going to be revealed at a certain time under the conditions that he wanted. And they would obey. And that is another interesting thing about Jesus. Crowds follow him. His popularity is gaining, and later it will be waning. So this is Negotiating with Jesus. I want to continue to try and post things, so there you go. Bye.